Hoosier Hangout, episode 8.
8.
8.
8.
It's 8.
8.
Dude, there's a lot to talk about. Like you said, you have 4 topics. No.
No, two.
Two. I got 2.
2 topics. We have 4
topics,
total.
Okay. 4 total.
I think I might know what one of yours are, if I had to guess.
What do you think it is?
I'm assuming we're going to talk about the Sony Bungie merger.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think about that? Yeah, that's a good one. Let's start with that one.
There's our 5th. Isn't that crazy?
Okay. So
Isn't that crazy?
That is. Well, how much was it for? Was it $4 billion?
3.6 billion.
3.6 billion. And and I saw that Bungie has said Destiny 2 is remaining cross-platform, which obviously, I don't know why anyone would worry about that, honestly. As for future projects, I don't know. I feel like Destiny might remain cross-platform just because they have such a huge, I think, PC. Don't they have a lot of PC players for Destiny?
I think they do.
Steam charts?
Especially once it went free. Anyone who wasn't playing it basically was.
Right
a lot
now,
of people were like, "I'll give it a shot."
Right now, 60,000 people are playing Destiny 2. So yeah,
on Steam
I
alone,
really don't on Steam alone. So I really don't think that they're gonna take a future Destiny game off of Steam and Microsoft products. It just doesn't sound like a very smart idea.
Yeah. So I'm not super well versed on the inner workings of Bungie, but from what I gathered, I know they recently basically kind of bought themselves freedom from Activision Blizzard, Mage's Activision.
I think so.
And kind of became their own thing, and that's how it's on Steam now. And I think when they did that, they were like, "Oh, we can't make a Destiny 3. We're gonna just keep working on Destiny 2," and that's why they did that big thing where they got rid of a bunch of old content in Destiny 2 because the game just got too big.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe now that they're owned by Sony again, maybe they'll be like, "Okay, time for Destiny 3"?
Potentially, I think because it's gonna be a while because didn't they just have another DLC pack come out maybe a year ago?
Yeah, but if they're doing it, they'd probably start work on it soon or something. It would probably be 2-3 years out or something.
They would start their mock-up soon, and they would start. It would be verbal at this point, nothing we are doing it. But
I don't think they're developing it yet, but I could see them maybe starting to do that.
Maybe by this time next year or in a couple months, a year and a couple months, I think we may hear maybe a confirmation of Destiny 3 is being worked on. Not that it's coming out, just being talked about, worked on, just a little verbal confirmation. Hey, we're looking into it.
That'd be cool.
Because it's like Monster Hunter, how they come out with a game, they release all these huge DLCs, and it's kind of it takes them a minute to get a new Monster Hunter out, right?
They're every other year. I think it used to be yearly, where they'd do Monster Hunter 4, and then they'd be Monster Hunter and be a bunch of stuff, and then they'd do 4 Ultimate, and it'd be the same game with a bunch of new shit. It's like DLC, except they weren't. It was before DLC was big, so that's how they used to do it. 4, it was in the era of DLC, but that's why with Worlds they did Worlds, and then the next year they did Iceborne, and then last year they did Rise. This year they're gonna do the Sunbreak expansion. But now
but still, for it to come out on Steam at least, it took them 3 years, and that's what I'm kind of expecting with Destiny. I'm kind of expecting a big gap, but still, I think it's very possible, especially where I was going with Hot Monster Hunter. They release a game, release a big expansions, and then a couple years later, then the game comes out. I think that's gonna be something like that, but it's got to be a while because this expansion that came out still needs to be sort of solidified, or not solidified, more finished.
Yeah.
People are done playing with it, kind of thing.
I could see them doing like another like not huge one. I don't know how big this most recent one is, but I can see them doing like one more before the release of a new game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's AAA, and Destiny 2 did this, so I'm expecting Destiny 3 to come out, and all the quality of life changes they figured out in the last game, and all through all those updates, gonna get thrown away, and we're gonna be back to square one with a pretty like weird bare bones experience that's like almost fun, and it's like just there, you know? Yeah. Yo,
I don't
you
know
what's
Bungie
really...
like how.
Go
I was
ahead.
just gonna finish that off saying I don't know
Yeah.
how like involved Sony's gonna be, and if they're pretty involved, some of that might not be an issue. Just throwing that
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. What kind of like bizarro world do we live in though, where Microsoft owns like the people who made Crash Bandicoot and the Spyro like remasters, and Sony owns the people who used to make Halo?
I know
Like,
that I was
isn't
thinking
that
about that
insane?
too.
Yeah.
It is. They just completely flip flopped.
Yeah. And it's just like in the span of a month, they're like, "Hey, yo, we swapped up." Like
Who
obviously
does?
Bungie isn't Microsoft's like stuff anymore, but both
But
acquisitions were within a month.
dude, imagine if Microsoft bought Activision like way earlier. We probably could have had like a real big chance of like Crash Bandicoot being on Smash. That
That'd have been
probably
cool.
would have been a very huge advantage
Oh,
for just
yeah.
people that wanted Bandicoot.
Yeah, if they bought them a while ago, I could have seen it being like a toss up between whether or not they had Banjo or they had Crash, because they're both like beloved
yeah.
old platforming mascots.
Oh yeah.
So that would have been interesting to see Banjo, or sorry, Crash instead of Banjo.
Yeah. I think I kind of like having Banjo in it though. It's nice.
Yeah, Banjo is like, because it smashes on Nintendo systems. A lot of Nintendo fans are also Banjo fans. Like obviously Banjo's also on Microsoft now, but
Right.
you know it was
Yeah,
originally like a Nintendo IP. So not
yeah, it makes sense
rare
for
IP,
Banjo
but
to be on it.
yeah,
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, rare, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't. Do you remember the game Sly Cooper?
Yes, I never played them. They were the PlayStation exclusives, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, what the fuck happened to Sly Cooper? Like,
There was one like
why?
it's not super recent.
They were gonna
there was
make a
one maybe
movie. If that's
2015.
what you're talking about.
Oh, 2013 was the last game. Okay, that's earlier than I thought. Wow. Yeah, 2013
Yeah.
is the last one. Yeah, what happened to the movie? I'm gonna look up Sly Cooper movie. Let's see what's
It got canceled.
Oh, it got canceled. Oh, damn.
I think it's because
there
they
was
were working on the Ratchet and Clank movie,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Huh.
which kind of sucks. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't care if there's a Sly Cooper movie or not. But I would
Yeah.
like, come on, let's bring back Sly Cooper. Let's start at change.org. Bring back Sly Cooper.
I'm there. I'm signing it right now.
I'm signing it.
As someone who's not played either games, just visually, I feel like I'd always rather watch a Sly Cooper movie as someone who's like a third party, not a fan of either. Like he just looks cooler. He like the raccoon thief with the I'm looking at like a picture and it's like he's got like the cool hat and there's like the glowy moon behind him. He's got his cane. It looks cooler than like the little wombat looking ass Ratchet. Like it's just like that just feels like sci-fi with like an alien creature kind of guy and a robot. And Sly Cooper seems more like heist, thiefy kind of cool stuff. And I probably just angered people who like Ratchet and Clank, but whatever.
Well, we lost another viewer.
Yeah, -1 now, boys.
-1.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Little follow up on last episode. We talked about licorice pizza, and then we said in this episode we're gonna follow up. So I pulled it up. They spent $40 million on that movie, right?
Yep.
$40 million to make it. Guess how much they made worldwide?
Didn't they make like 16?
19 million.
Damn.
Womp womp.
I
They
didn't
failed.
see it. I ended up only watching Drive My Car, and I did not see Licorice Pizza. I had other stuff to do that night. But dude, Drive My Car was like a really good movie. I really fucked with that. It was really cool. There's like obviously it's about a car, but like not really the main plot, plot of the movie. But there was all these like cool shots where they'd be like driving, and it'd be like a massive wide shot of the highway with like hundreds of cars or like tons, and every single one would be like white, black, or gray, and only I don't know how they did it. I guess editing to some degree if they didn't just get lucky or whatever, but. Oh, the only car that was colored in was like the main character's little red Saab from like the 90s, and it just looked really, really cool. It was a very pretty movie, and it was also great plot. I enjoyed it a lot. Looked cool. Good movie. Good acting. Would recommend, but it might go on streaming services. If it does, I'd watch it. It's 3 hours though.
3 hours, that's rough to sit through for any movie.
Yeah, and it's all in Japanese. Some people are in Korean, so it's all subtitles.
See, even like whenever Infinity War and Endgame came out, they were long ass movies, and I'm really into Marvel, but God, it was so hard to sit through those movies.
I'm gonna be honest. I was also like I was big into Marvel at the time. I'm still a fan. I had an easier time watching Drive My Car than Endgame and Infinity War. Like, much easier.
Man, we're going to make Marvel fans upset here, but I did not see the hype in those movies, man. Like, I get it. There's huge, everyone died, everyone came back to life. Cool. Yeah. But it's just 3 fucking hours of just...
You didn't like that? When he like whispered?
No.
I didn't either. No, yeah, you're right. It was 3 hours. It was way too long, and I feel like it could have been like 2 hours, right?
Yeah. All the fucking just cut out Thor, bro. Like, I get what he did in Infinity War was important, but my God, every time Thor came on screen, I wanted to fucking leave. I was just so tired of that character, man. It's not that he's a bad character. It's just what he was doing was fucking boring.
Are we gonna call this one Austin Yells at Marvel Fans? He gets angry. Like,
all right, now Black Panther.
Oh, no.
No, I just...
Are we doing this? No. Okay.
Well, okay. What is your favorite Marvel movie? What do you think your favorite Marvel movie is?
Marvel movie? It's got to be one of the Spider-Man movies.
I think so? Yeah.
I think so. There's like...
I don't even know if I have a favorite Marvel movie.
I don't really either, but I just know What is it? What is yours?
Probably Civil War. Okay,
Civil
not
War
my
is really
favorite,
good.
but I think that's the best one.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I could probably agree with that, yeah. I don't know. The thing with like Marvel movies is like it's hard to pick a favorite because none of them are like, to quote myself, so good where it's like, oh, it's so... none of them are like that. They're all like, that was really fun. Oh, man, it was cool when Spider-Man was there and he, like, grabbed Captain America's shield with his webs. That was sick. But, like, I don't know, man. None of them are just, good.
They're never a movie where it's like, I could watch that every weekend for the rest of my life. It's never a movie like that. Or at least a movie you could watch. It's not a movie you could watch every month. They're just, I don't know.
None of them are like people are like, movies are art. Like, Marvel movies are not art. they are not. Fun. They're fun and they're cool too. They're fun to watch. They're fun to see the plot happen. Like, oh, look at this guy. He's doing this shit. He's got powers. But none of them are like, you never walk out of the theater or you don't watch one and you don't have to like reflect on what it was. It just is what it is, and there's nothing like beyond that. They're shallow, but they look really cool. But I like them. Yeah. They're fun. I'm not hating on them. I just...
I'm about to hate on one real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Did you watch Black Widow?
No, I didn't, because I don't care.
Dude,
sorry.
I'm being legit. It's fucking dog. It's so bad.
I was at Walmart, bro. I walked by a Redbox, and someone was like talking to their mom. They're like, "Oh, look, Black Widow," and she's like, "I want to see that. I like that lady a lot. She's so cool." And they're like, "Oh, it was a great movie." So, go ahead, refute what these Walmart people, Walmart dwellers thought.
Even my coworker, he's like, "Dude, that's one of the best Marvel movies ever made." And I was like, "Okay, this movie must be pretty good." Do you know what I got out of this movie that pertains to every single Marvel movie ever made?
What?
I don't know. Nothing in this movie tied... I mean, there's some things that tied it in with other movies, but nothing serious. Nothing to make me go, you need to watch this movie. It's going to be a movie where if you're watching all the Marvel movies and you go, how important is it to watch Black Widow? It's like, don't even fucking watch it. One, okay, this is the only good thing about it, all right? Here's the only good thing about it.
Okay.
It looks pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty. Yeah. But other than that, the dialogue's boring as shit. The jokes are not funny at all. They make me fucking vomit. The character, look, okay, the Red Guardian.
Fucking vomit.
They do. They do. It's so bad.
Okay.
The Red Guardian. He went from like this serious character in the opening scene to the absolute dumbass that doesn't know anything about how the world works or how to just do any. He couldn't fucking solve a Wordle. Fucking, dude.
Yo,
it's
quick sidebar. I beat today's Wordle in 3 words. Anyways.
So did I. But but it just the writing for this movie was fucking god awful, and it was boring as shit too. The villain was not memorable at all. I cannot remember his name, and I just watched this last month. It looked pretty.
Yeah.
It looked pretty.
I feel like when I heard that like the Black Widow movie was being made, because like spoilers for like the one of the most popular movies to come out in a really long time, because she died, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's a prequel, and like I don't know, I feel like it would have been like, yeah, it would have been cool to see more Black Widow like lore and stuff before, but it's like we got a complete storyline out of Black Widow from the movies that were already out.
Yeah.
And like we don't need to know more about Black Widow. Like, oh, she's a mysterious like Russian, I think, like agent. It's like, cool, we could know more, but it's completely unnecessary. I feel like we've gotten
and you know, so I've heard some people go, well, it gave us necessary backstory in her. You know what backstory I got is that she's some sort of fucking agent. That's all I got from it. It's basically just telling us, hey, what we already know is correct. Cool. Yeah. I don't fucking care. And okay.
Yeah. Okay.
One little thing. It's kind of a spoiler. Do you care? It's not really a spoiler though.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not wasting 2 hours on it.
At the very end, during the fight scene, they're in a city in the clouds, okay? You can't see it. It's covered by clouds. They're in the fucking clouds. She falls off the city, fighting someone in the air, lands on the ground, and is perfectly fine.
Isn't she one of like the normal humans in the Avengers?
She has absolutely no powers.
She's like Hawkeye. She's just a dude. Well, she's a lady, but...
She has no powers.
Yeah.
She falls out of the fucking sky and rolls... whenever she hits the ground and she's fine.
No, that's why she's fine. She rolled.
Yeah, that was the second thing that pissed me off the most. The first thing was Red Guardian, but that was just, okay, this movie fucking sucks. That was the tie, it's dog shit. Worst movie of this, what do they call it, phase? This phase... this one just takes the cake for worst fucking movie I've ever watched.
I think we're on phase 4 now.
Yeah, it's fucking dog shit. I'm just telling you now. I don't know who in their mind thinks that movie was really fucking good. As a movie that is not a Marvel movie, maybe it's a good movie. Nowhere near amazing. It is okay at best, in my opinion. I think it's dog shit, though. Title this episode, Austin Hates Black Widow. I hate that movie.
All right.
I'm writing it down right now. Austin Hates Black Widow.
Okay. Let's change the subject, because you've just been mauling about that for like 2.5 minutes.
That's all right.
No, I kind of love it. I love movie Austin. He gets mad at everything.
So, one of my topics is about the Guardians game, the Guardian of the Galaxy game.
I saw you were playing that. Yeah, how is it?
It is so fucking good. Like it's really. I haven't been playing a little bit much recently because of one of the other topics we can talk about. Pokemon Legends Arceus came out. I haven't really been playing much because of that and the Hunter Called the Wild game.
Oh yeah.
But while I was playing it, I had a lot of fun. The game is beautiful. It's fun to play. It's a little button mashy, but to the point where at least there's actually a point in the button mashing. It's not like the Batman games. And this one, you actually have to do things while you button mash. So it's pretty fun.
Is it like a hack and slashy kind of game, or is it like a beat 'em up?
So it's like as you're shooting, you can tell, like you can hold down the bumper every once in a while and hit either X, Y, B, A, and you can tell the Guardians to do a special move, and you can pick the move while you are running around shooting. So it's a little like you're kind of mashing the bumper every once in a while, but you're still running around shooting. So it's it's not button mashing per se, but it's really fun, and the story is actually keeping me going. Like, I haven't seen a Guardian story that I actually cared about until now. So there you go.
Speaking of like games that like you could button mash if you wanted, I guess, but like you kind of, if you want to play it right, you don't. Fucking Bayonetta, man. I'm still recommending it big. It's like $5 on Steam all the time. Bayonetta 2 is on the Switch. You can also get it on. You get one on the Switch, but Bayonetta 3's coming out this year, man. Fucking finally.
It is this year. Did they?
You know what I
have a release day?
Just 2022.
Damn.
I lost my mind like 2 weeks ago because I was talking to our buddy Cordell, and I was like, man, it's been so long since Bayonetta 2, and I'm ready for Bayonetta 3. And then he was like, yes, it's been like almost a decade, and I was like, what?
Is it really?
It came out the end of 2014. It's almost 8 years. We're coming on 8 years.
Oh man.
I and that was like my game of the year that year, and I just fucking I need it.
Oh my god.
But before we get into Arceus, the game I've been like getting into, like between like when I play Arceus and whatever. I haven't played Arceus today, but I was playing Final Fantasy 14. I did not think I was gonna be so into it. It's like really good.
How much is that game a month?
I don't know the monthly price, but you can like buy the base game and the first expansion, $20, and you get a free month. Or I think there's also a free trial where you can bring a class to level 60. I'm level 30 and I've played 20 hours.
Okay.
Okay. And I think I there's a guy on Twitter that I follow. He's like a Monster Hunter guy. His name is Gaijin Hunter. And he like goofed something up with the free trial where it basically locked him out of buying the full game because he redeemed like a bunch of free trial or whatever. The free trial, because you can you make a character and you don't pick a class. Well, you pick a class and it's a job. But once you have a job, you can be like, oh, look, here's the Thaumaturgy Guild. I'll go over there. It's like a healing class, I think. And you talk to them. And then you get reset back to level 0 with that class, that job. And I believe he has 260 hours in the free trial. Because he got one class to level 60, got the next class to level 60, got the next, and he's just been playing. So it's a really fun game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason to not like give it a little shot if you want to if you're like looking to play an MMO. There's my recommendation, but yeah,
I
Pokemon.
think
Oh, go ahead.
MMOs would be the hardest thing for me to get into. I
I
just
I Go ahead.
I was just it's already hard for me to get into like open world single player, well, open world kind of games and like I mean I couldn't even get into Skyrim. So
I
I feel
still
like
can't. I still
MMOs,
can't.
yeah, MMOs. I just feel like I'd have to have
Yeah.
someone with me. I'd have to.
I would. There's this cool thing where you can do like level syncing within your party. So whoever's the higher level can level sync, and all their gear and their actual player level temporarily gets knocked down to exactly where your party is. I think, or it might be like within a couple levels,
Okay.
and you still gain exp, and you like lose your abilities as if you were like level 3, and it's pretty neat. So like you could do that. Final Fantasy
Okay.
14, like there's like MMORPGs. People describe it as an RPG MMO because it does like you could play it like 90% solo, and you could like beat all the content without ever like typing in chat if you wanted. Even if it's like you have to be in a party of 4, and it's like not like crazy. So like yeah, you can do like that kind of fun stuff. I'm having fun with it. If you were to want to try it out, I would join with you. I will say the first time I booted it, I played for 30 minutes, and I finally got to some enemies because I didn't do it like right. I like kept like running around in the city instead of going to do fighting. But it was
Yeah.
30 minutes, and I had no clue what was going on. And I was like, I guess I'll try it again tomorrow, but I got to go to bed. And it's like I'm not really fucking with it. And then I tried the next day, and I was like, wait, hold up, this is fun. This is real. This is really good. So yeah,
Okay.
I've been fucking
Well,
with that, but sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna be real. I'm just being honest. I probably will
Yeah,
never try it. Just
that's
cause,
okay with me.
just cause I just can't get into MMO. I've tried to, and I couldn't do it. You know.
That's honestly fair. It's a big download
I'm
anyway,
not.
so
I'm
like
not shitting on. I'm not shitting on Final Fantasy at all.
I'm not worried about it. Shit on it if you want, dude.
No, no. I haven't
I know
seen
you're not
anything
though.
that makes me mad
Yeah.
about it.
But yeah, Pokemon Arceus. I haven't played for
Pokemon
like 2 days, but the first like 3 days I had it, I played it a ton.
Yeah,
It's just fun.
I Saturday, the day after it came out, I literally did nothing but play that game, and I had a
Yeah,
blast.
yeah, yeah. You played it for like an hour, and I was watching you, and then I was like, "Fuck it," and I just bought it, and I played it all day Saturday, and I played it like a handful of hours on Sunday as well.
I didn't
How
play
far
it
did
too
you
much
get?
on Sunday. I got the big fishy, and then I've kind of
Okay.
just I'm a little burnt out. I need to like take a breather.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm in the same boat. I got the fishy, and then I completed that map, and I unlocked the next one, and I was like, and I just kind of ignored the Pokemon and tried to like rush story quest because I was like not feeling. I was like, I need to just like do some extra stuff, unlock some more stuff, and then I'll do that. And then
yeah.
I don't know. I did like some story stuff. I just followed like a guy around, and then I just was like, and I just turned it off. I haven't played it for 2-3 days.
I'd say like tomorrow I'll be ready to play it again. But I've also just
Yeah.
been really having fun with Call of the Wild, the Hunter. I
Yeah.
don't know why. That game is just so soothing for me. I can just sit back. Like yesterday whenever we were on a Discord call, I was literally sitting back. I had a cranberry juice in my mug, and I was just every once in a while hit my little collar like to call the some what the fuck were like some deer towards me, and then I just sit there and watch you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh while I was doing that, and it's just really soothing and relaxing.
That's such a chill little time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because as they would walk up, I would just shoot them, collect
Yeah.
them, go back in my little hut, and then start calling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I wasn't playing like Final Fantasy, I'd probably be playing Pokemon Arceus. Maybe I don't know. I definitely need a little break though. I played a lot real quick. Um, but
yeah,
yeah,
I
Yu-Gi-Oh has
I
been
want to
kind of neat.
know. Yeah, how is that? Because it looks really complicated. Because this is coming from a guy who does not play card games at all. So
okay. I think I think like once you have cards on the board, it's not as complicated as Magic, but they like Magic is like I haven't played a bunch of card games. People say Magic is like the most complicated like game, but with Yu-Gi-Oh, they do a really good job of filling those cards with text.
Oh yes,
and I feel like it's a little overwhelming because I'm used to like Magic Arena as like that client has this cool thing where if you hover over a card and it has like this card has trample, right? On the right of like the big card preview when you hover over it, it'll say trample and then it'll say what trample is underneath it. It'll say any damage you do to a creature that is more than that creature's toughness will roll over to the player, blah blah blah. Yu-Gi-Oh, it'll just say like crazy words and it won't tell you what it means. It'll just be like some like prime summon Exodia and like just jack it off and then like flip all your cards and rotate 90 degrees, then swap spots with the opponent, and then you can play Tetris. It's like what?
yeah.
But like summoning shit. I will say the tutorial is good. You didn't play the tutorial, but me and our friend has, and it makes it make a lot more sense. And they give you like a solid deck, and you can like buy the other decks with all the millions of gems they give you. And it's like it's not hard once you do those, and it doesn't take long. And then once you have like a creature on the board, you can basically there's not like a whole ton of shit that always happens. You can only have so many trap cards out, and there can only be so many spells, and it's not that bad. I definitely think it looks more daunting than it is, for sure. And when they update the client, hopefully more explain like the weird keywords they have, it'll be a lot easier to get into. But honestly, I feel like it's one of those things where it'll look daunting until you play, and then once you beat the tutorial, you'll have a general idea, and you can probably like do some net decking, just steal some deck you find in like they have net decking within the game, and then you can figure it out from there. But the earlier you get into it, I think the easier it is. I'll probably play this after either that or after we finish recording today.
I will probably hang on 32 minutes. I will bleep out his name. You're welcome.
I meant the game.
I'm gonna bleep it out anyway. I'm gonna bleep it out anyway, just because people would get it at that point. But holy shit, that's so fucking funny. I heard it and I was like, oh my god, like, oh.
No, god, yeah, I'm looking at like my Steam library right now, and it's called. So I was like, yeah.
Bro, stop. I've got to take out all of that. Please.
All right. I'll probably be playing Call of the Wild. Yeah, that or Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a good game.
Okay. Jesus fuck. Jesus. I'm so flustered. I'm so flustered now. I outed him.
This kid's reeling.
I just got to think of like a noise to put in place of that now, because it's just gonna be like a lot of just silence.
We can decide after we record, I guess.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that really got me. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay. What I was thinking of is man, the Steam Deck comes out later this month, and I was looking over at my favorites on Steam, and I saw Hades, and I'm like, okay, once a Steam Deck comes out, I'll get back into Hades.
Hell
I'll do
yeah,
it.
man! I love Hades. You've gotten decently far, right? You haven't beat it yet, though.
I haven't beaten or haven't killed Hades,
Yeah.
but I've gotten to Hades quite a lot.
Dude, he's a tough boss fight. It's really
He
cool.
is. There was one time when I think I got him down to one hit and I died, and that was just. I think that's whenever I stopped playing.
Yeah,
I was just a
honestly,
little
that's 100% fair. That's one of those things where you're like, I'm done for the day, and then like the next day you're still a little salty about it, and then by day 3 you're like, and you just stop thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Well, and I
Yeah.
also played a lot those days. Like it
Oh
was.
yeah.
I was
You were
sitting
deep
down
in
all
it.
day, and so I was like, all right, you know what? That just kind of. I need to take a breather, and it's been.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been a month. It's been a month. So. Or 2 months, but. But yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played since
Yeah, I'm
September,
just.
but
It's a game I really want 100%. I just haven't. I just haven't done it yet. I just haven't done
dude,
it.
100%ing it's gonna be tough. I have 80 hours. I got 25 out of 49 achievements. I haven't been going for achievements, but that's all I have.
Right. Yeah. Well, and a lot of it seems like kind of like grinding as well.
Yeah, where it's like
Just
get all the furniture. I don't know if that's an achievement, but like buy all the furniture would be a tough one.
there's one for like getting all the upgrades for every weapon. There's
That
I think
actually ends up not being if you can start winning runs, that's like not that bad of a grind.
okay. And then there's one for pay for 50 jobs for house contracting, and so I'm assuming it's also going to be
Yeah.
all the house contracting and
Yeah, that's usually how it works. There's a
get max friendship with everyone.
yeah, there's one for catch a fish from each region, and I think I know what the last fish I need is, and it's like it's in the room before Hades. No, sorry, the room with Hades in it. There's like a little bit of water behind it, and there's a chance
Oh.
after you beat him, you can fish in it. And I saw it, and I got distracted, and I missed the fish. I was so mad. I think that's the last one I need too.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I was upset about that one. Or either it's there or it's in like the water in like the area before you fight Hades. Where like Karen's at with the big shop, and you have to like pick which path you want to go down. Remember that room?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
game. I will.
It's very fun.
Honestly, if you start playing it more, and we're in Discord and you like stream it or something, that'll probably make me want to just boot it back up, and I'll probably get back in it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's
happened a couple times.
It's one of those games where it's like you almost forget about it, and then someone mentions it, and you're like, "Damn, I really want to play that game." Like I would do
it makes you
anything to go home and play it right now.
Yeah, thinking about the game makes you be like, I could do a run. I could do a run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once you do one
yeah.
run, you're doing 12, and then
And you're like, yo, I won. Holy shit. And you're like on that high, and then you lose 8. You're like, yeah, I can't end on a loss. And then you die to the fucking guy with the spear and the shield in Act 3. The fucking boss.
that
like, you
took
kill
me
the
for
bull.
fucking ever to get past.
I hate that. I still die to that guy. Like 50, like not 50% of the time. Like maybe 50% of the time. Like it sucks. He's hard. He's really fucking tough. I don't fuck with him. But, you know. Oh well. It does feel good though when you get the Minotaur boss is like a mini boss in the middle of the stage, and you like fuck him up, and you like just roll over him because you have such crazy damage. You're like, yo, this might be the run, and then you die to Hades.
At the whenever you get him, and then later on you have to fight him and his what is the spear dude's name?
It's Asteris.
Something like that. Something with an A.
Well, Asteris is the bull, and then the guy. I don't remember. I'll look it up while we talk. Go ahead.
Anyway, whenever you fight the bull and then you go to that fight, isn't the bull like a little bit lower health too?
Yeah, he loses like a quarter of his HP or like a fifth or something. It's Theseus and Asterius.
Theseus and asparagus. Yeah, it's
Thesis and asparagus. Classic.
Theseus and asparagus. Yeah, they really are a classic duo. They're in everything.
Name a more iconic duo. Yeah. They're the ones who killed Thanos.
The Hoosiers.
Yeah.
The Hoosiers.
They're us.
More iconic duo. So I was setting the podcast up to go on like all the to have the availability for everywhere on Anchor, and I was looking up. I just put in Hoosier, and I was like, I wonder how much there is. There's a lot, but I saw one called the Hoosier Girls, and it's like two very southern girls that just have a podcast, and I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. They got like little what are the Apple emoji, like what are those things called whenever I guess you match your face up to whatever Apple has, and
memojis, I think,
something like that. Yeah, that's like their little logo and all that. I was like, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
one of them's
we gotta do a joint
soon.
Episode. They can guest on ours. We can be a guest on theirs.
Hoosier Girls, hop on the Hoosier Hangout.
Hey yo.
I think it's called Hoosier Girls.
That's a fun one.
Is it Hoosier? I looked up Hoosier Girls on Google, and it's like
I'm looking it up right now.
It's an adult entertainment club.
I looked up Hoosier Girl podcast. My podcast is about everything, everyday things that are going on in Indiana, the Midwest, how it is being a single parent. Okay. Hoosier Girl.
Not it.
Yeah, no. Are you sure this is...
Maybe it's Hoosier Ladies? I don't know. I can't remember.
Ladies? I'll give it a I'll check that out. Hoosier Ladies.
Oh, damn.
What is it?
It was something I'll tell you about later that I just saw.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Something that is off record. Man, I can't remember what it is now.
Either way, we're gonna find you, and we are going to be a guest on your podcast, and you're gonna be a guest on ours.
Yeah,
please.
But they have a very southern accent.
Hell yeah! Is it gonna be one of those things where I can't understand them again? Like when we went to, was it Arby's? And I couldn't. There was like a language barrier between me and the cashier. That was crazy.
I found it. I sent it to you. It is Hoosier Girl.
That's a fun little profile pic.
Yeah.
Yo, they've also got 9 episodes. Yo, wait.
What,
they did 9 episodes. They did 9 episodes weekly. We gotta hit at least 10.
Wait. Oh, so they started a week before us?
No, they haven't uploaded since December 20th, 2019.
Oh shit! No, I didn't even notice that.
COVID stopped them. COVID stopped.
Oh no, I didn't even notice that. Oh. I didn't look. I just saw. I listened to one of their episodes. I didn't listen all the way through because I was working.
What the fuck, really? Why not?
I was working.
Sure.
I had to listen to our episode, but it wasn't bad. They were just talking about, I guess one of them was pregnant or something like that, which I'm assuming she had the kid. So, damn, that thing. Yeah, that thing has definitely been born by now. I'd say like maybe a month ago.
When you said that thing for a sec, I was like, "Is he talking about the kid?" No, he's probably talking about the podcast. And he's like, "Hasn't been born. Must have been born by now." It's like, God damn. What the fuck?
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, you know what? I just thought of a topic for next episode. And on that note, I think we should end it.
We should end it?
Yeah. Yeah, last episode you meowed for me. This episode, can you
Woof.
give me